PS2 mini games.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of PS2 Mini Games. We are in Cambridge, one of the nicest cities in the country, that's pretty much true. We're here to go to CEX, probably Forbidden Planet, and maybe game if we get some time. And one thing I forgot about Cambridge, it hates the car. To the point where trying to park was nigh impossible, the spaces are tiny and we get treated like an idiot. But that's Cambridge for you. Anyway, let's have some fun. I love the fact that in the middle of Cambridge there's a humongous open park. You can just do anything here. Nice touch. Nice touch. The cricket pitch over there. Frisbee. Yeah. And the fire truck's over there. So it's well built, but as I mentioned, the hatred for the car in Cambridge is a bit strong. And to be honest, how can I put this? I just chose a normal parking. It's probably the tightest car park space as possible. Little no room and literally high expensive car parking just because I drove a car to Cambridge. Yeah. So that was the last CEX of the day. Did reasonably well there as expected. Now time to hit up Forbidden Planet. Obviously, if you don't know what Forbidden Planet is, it's about as nerdum as it nerdum gets. Love it though. Anyway, it's not that far a walk. We'll be there very, very shortly.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of PS Too Many Games. It's time to talk Cambridge, CEX Cambridge to be precise. I have no idea why the hands are doing this. So this is the last bit of the CEX trip from last month. Basically Cambridge turned out to be quite a good place for finding shovelware items, if you will. Before we go into that, and you'll see from the footage, Cambridge does not like the car. The car is the enemy of people in Cambridge. My enemy was the bicyclist. Let me explain. So obviously Cambridge trying to look forward, so obviously very bicycle heavy city, which I approve. Problem is, the people on bicycles think they own everything. So they will cycle on pavements, they will cycle through pathways, they will not brake for nobody. I was nearly run down not once, not twice, but twice while going through Cambridge. I was only there for 2 hours. And I have nothing against cyclists, but there is a time and place where you brake. Surely a person on foot has priority over a person on bicycle on a pavement. Apparently not. Before anyone says anything, cycle pavement. No, these were not cycle pavements. These were just normal pavements. Besides that, Cambridge was really good. Actually, even when driving out, I'm a reasonably good driver, apart from getting caught speeding once, mistake. But the amount of times cyclists nearly cause their own accidents just trying to weave through traffic, Cambridge is, well, it's just dangerous when you drive it, put it that way. Anyway, getting back to the actual games, I did reasonably well. The Cambridge CEX itself is one of the better ones, 2 floors, very well organised, but it was very weird hearing the American National Anthem in the Cambridge CEX is playing out of nowhere. Standing in the queue for 3 minutes, hearing the whole American National Anthem, instrumental version, and it was one of the weirdest moments of my life. Anyway, we'll get into the games very, very shortly, but the first time we're going to start talking about what's going to probably happen during this Christmas period, because by the time this comes out, it probably will be December. So I have no actual plans for any like special Christmas episodes. They might turn up, they might not. But this is the first, obviously, year for this channel for being Christmas. There's not that many PS2 Christmas games. Like Halloween, obviously, there's a lot of horror, but like Christmas-oriented games, there's not that many. And if there are, I've actually got them. So I don't know what to do. There will be some kind of Christmas special. I've just got to work out what I'm going to do. I've got to figure something soon now because it's creeping up. Like all Christmases, it just turns up and you're like, oh, it's you. But there'll be some kind of Christmas episode. It won't be Christmas Day. I don't expect anyone to watch YouTube on Christmas Day. It's a family thing. So it'll probably be just before Christmas Day or just after it. We'll find out. CEX roulettes will return in December. Will it be a weekly thing? I don't know yet. It might be. It depends how much finance I've got. But there will be one the first Tuesday in I think it's the 5th of December. The first Tuesday there will be one, then we'll see what happens after that. So I do enjoy doing 2 episodes a week, but it depends on finances. It's just once I get past Christmas, then things will be a lot more steady. Then we start getting to the dark months of January and February. Finances, I know. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked yet again. So we're going to go through these games one by one. I don't know if I'm going to put the advert of the week here or a little later on, but I will say I'm quite Rick Mail heavy oriented at the moment with my adverts. You know, it's the last 2 episodes. I love Rick Mail. I'm deeply sad he's gone. He was one of my such a funny man. Just before the advert of the week, I just want to say I got a good feedback from the CEX episode for last week. I do them every so often when there's a price change. It was a very mild price change this time. I just thought I'd give my opinion on it. There is a lot of expensive horror and RPG games. They seem to be the two most popular genres of expensive games on PS2. For obvious reason, RPGs tend to be very long games, so you get quite a lot of money for your content. And for some reason, people like to be scared the shit out of with horror games. Horrors are not my top genre, but I do like horror. I do like horror a lot. Anyway, I am literally just flummoxing right now. We'll go to advert of the week. We'll see what we pick this week.
Here we see a wild Pikmin in its natural environment. These strange creatures become attached to whoever pulls them from the ground, loyal and obedient. Pikmin work together to fight large predators like this grub dog, even if it means getting eaten. As night falls, the Pikmin return to their nest to rest for another day of hard work. Hang in there, little guys. Pikmin. Only for Nintendo GameCube. Rated E for everyone.
And of course we're back. So basically the majority of these games came from Cambridge, but the last few actually came from Norwich. 1 from CEX Norwich and 3 from Last Level Games. The reason I'm going to put them in together because next week's episode is going to be focused on Norwich for one reason. We'll get to it at the end of this episode, but we're just going to go through these games one by one. To be honest, there's nothing like game changing in this bundle, but these are the games I do need to find. A lot of the shovelware, so we'll go from one by one once again. First one, the shovelware classic, Kids Sport Ice Hockey. This is actually I think it's the last kids sport game I need, so I'm very happy to get it. Generally speaking, I think it was kids sports basketball. Am I ever going to play this game? Probably not, unless I start playing every game for like a gimmick. A lot of these like generic shovelware games I'm never going to play. I just need it for the collection. But I'm sure there was a lot of fun to be had back in the day for children for this game, so more power to you. Yeah!
Drop down, step
Game 2 from CEX Cambridge, the always amazing Rugrats Royal Ransom. Triple R, if you will. Maybe it's just me, but I wasn't a massive fan of Rugrats when I was a child. I thought it was greatly overrated. I might be offending some people when I say that, but it's just my opinion. I never got the gimmick. I never understood why it was so popular. SpongeBob, I got. Rugrats, no, it was just ridiculous, like super ridiculous. I did like the art design for 90s cartoons. It was pretty good, but besides that, yeah, it's very, very, very generic for me. I'm going to upset someone saying that. I'm sorry, but it's just my opinion. I'm sure the games are good. I will say one thing: the amount of like Rugrat games across the consoles, there's a lot of them. So Nickelodeon made a lot of money out of Rugrats, and I say, well done. Game number 3, and keeping on the like cartoonish vibe, Looney Tunes Acme Arsenal. Once again, just like Rugrats, obviously Looney Tunes been very popular for literally decades and decades. I used to watch the odd Looney Tunes when I was young, when I was a child. I understand it, they were popular. I think they still are popular to this day, just not as popular as they was. So, will I play this? Probably not again, because obviously I'm past Looney Tunes, but they were funny. Tom and Jerry was much funnier though. That was some seriously good cartoons back in the day. The original ones, not the remakes. They kind of suck. Game 4, 5, and 6 next. And I know I just put 1, 2, and 3 fingers up.
Really? Nothing.
Yeah. So, ATV Off-Road, ATV Off-Road Fury 3, and MX Rider. Obviously, the reason I put all these 3 games together is because they're all kind of same like off-road vehicle kind of adventure games. There was a lot of these on the PS2, and I mean a lot of them, to the point where I've got most of them right now, but I'm still missing a few. But it's just like, okay, so there were 4 ATV off-road games. There were a lot of MX games, like MX Unleashed, MX Unhinged, that kind of stuff. All these games. They're all different. They all got the standalone games, and they are a pisser to try and organise for the simple reason that the amount of times I've bought the same game twice, being it as like an ATV or an MX game, on a whim, happens too often. And they're only worth like £1.50 or £2, but after a while it adds up. To the point where, to be honest, I have bought ATV Off-Road twice in the last month. My bad. But anyway, so I'm sure these games are very good back in the day, and I'm sure they still hold up quite right now, but it's like, when you're collecting, getting all these games, after a while you start to get a bit pissed off with it. All the same like ATV games. And I'm assuming that they're still quite popular to these days, these like ATV games or MX games. And there is one game, I can't remember the title, but the physics of it is incredible. It's actually realistic. That's why I put it in the top 10 racing games, because it's amazing. I forget what the name of that game is right now, but I think it's one of the ATV games. It's not the second one. Anyway, we're going to move on from that. Yeah. Last game from Cambridge CEX, and a game I've been looking for some time, and one of my best friends, Scott's near dear to his heart. War of the Monsters. Need more kaijus. War of the Monsters actually was quite a popular game back in the day, and a lot of people play this game. I never got around to it, but the thought of 2 giant monsters beating the crap out of each other in a city, yeah, I'm game. I like the thought of that. £10 that cost, by the way, so it's not a cheap game, but not an expensive game. But a lot of people had fun time with that game. In fact, if you want to leave your memories of that game in the comments, I'll be happy to have a conversation with you. Generally speaking, that is one of the games I have been looking for, and I will try sooner rather than later to see if it was that good. It's one of those, I suppose, underrated PS2 gems, if you know what I mean. I will find out for myself. very happy to have that game. Probably out of all the games I bought from Cambridge, or all 7 of these, probably the only one I'll be looking at going, yeah, I'm going to probably play that. Such as the ways of a collector. Yeah, I'm very happy to have that. So obviously Cambridge, 7 games from CEX. That was the last place we went to on that road trip. So between obviously Harlow, Cambridge, Bishop Stortford and Hertford, a lot of games were bought. Very good day. So in the last week or so, obviously I went to Cambridge to do my speed awareness course. Obviously in the same day I thought we might as well go game hunting, like 2 birds 1 stone kind of theory. And I actually did quite well that day. Not for the normal games, we'll get that a little bit later, but there are 4 games here I picked up last week. I'm just going to throw them in now because they're not really good enough for a standalone episode of Norwich. But, yeah, so anyway, we'll go for the CEX 5 first. There's only one game I needed from CEX Norwich, and that was the incredible Lego Racers 2. I'm assuming the first one was on the PS1 because I've never seen the first one on PS2. I could be wrong. This was actually the last Lego game I need to get for the PS2, so that's another like chapter closed in the collection, if you know what I mean. Never played this. I'm sure it had some kind of like build your own Lego racer like mechanic, I'm guessing. So intriguing, I must be honest. Will I try it? Maybe I will. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm happy to have it. £10 for that though. I did feel a little bit dirty paying £10 for a Lego game, I must be honest. Especially when like Lego Batman, they were all cheaper than that. That's like the most expensive Lego game, from what I remember, if you know what I mean. But I'm happy to have it. So the final 3 games here all came from last level games. Once again I went there. Once again I did very well. Probably, generally speaking, out of all the independent stores I go to, probably the one I go to the most and the one that always seems to come out like very happy. You know what I mean? I go there about once a month. If you go there more than once a month, sometimes you just go there and you don't get anything. But what's actually quite helpful is they do post on their Facebook page like on a daily basis, and they do like post when they update their PS2 list, and they post photos, and it's always incredibly helpful because in like the next like week I will go there and I will grab what I need. Winning. So anyway, these 3 games came from last level games. MX Unleashed, another MX game, and one of the last ones I need. So very happy to get that. Generally speaking, a lot of these, yeah. Once again, it's an MX game. It's probably good. Am I going to play it? Probably not. I might give it a go. You never know. But I'm getting tired of all these off-road vehicle games. They're starting to get a bit tiresome. Really, really tiresome. I'm sorry. Now the next 2 games I got, I was very happy to get. One because it's a really hard game to find, and one because it's incredibly hard to find. So the first one, this is cheap, but this is incredibly hard to find, and it's the PAL versions. I'm very happy. Championship Paintball 2009. You have literally no idea how hard it is to find paintball PS2 games in the PAL region. For those who have good memory, when I went to Ipswich a long time ago, I did pick up the American version from Retro Store, but if you notice, they're literally the same goddamn game. So I finally got the European version of it. Ecstatic! It's the word just ecstatic to have it. So yeah, that made my day finding that, because that's so hard to find. Retro, like shovelware, sport, hard to find. Like Gaelic kind of games, they're very hard. It was only made better by the most expensive game of the day in Norwich. Dino Stalker. Awesome Capcom game. Capcom and dinosaurs? Sign me up, Scotty. That was awful, but I don't care. Yeah, Capcom games, the majority of them on PS2 were very good. Majority of them, not all of them. Final Fight, anyone? Oh my god. Very happy to have that. I need to try this, because I haven't tried that before, but as you can imagine, Dino Stalker is one of those games I've been looking for, but there's no seem to find, so £15, very happy to have it. So in all, that was about, that's 11 games in all, to add the collection. Nothing like groundbreaking, but once again, these are a lot of like shovelware games. Very happy to have them, because it's now getting to that point where the rare games are not as hard to find as the shovelware games. Sad but true. Plus the shovelware games are a lot cheaper, which is nice, but these are games I don't really want to buy, I'm just doing it for the collection purposes. So I actually added that number into that one, so that is actually correct. That was just the number I had from last week. I just put it all together in one go, so I ain't got to do it anytime soon. Sorry about that. I do need to start buying more peripherals and more like boxed consoles, because I haven't done it in a while. I like to keep other things like ticking over. Getting the games is the main important thing, but I do want to get more boxed PS2s because I think they look fantastic. I mean, still one of my pride and joys. £40 for that. Hilarious. One of my pride and joys. So anyway, that's pretty much this week. What's coming next week? Obviously the CEX Roulette's coming next week, but the main episode next week actually involves platinums. I've been not ignoring platinums, but I haven't really bought a platinum in some time, and I want to start doing more focus on platinums. Not because Dan does it on his channel. No, I generally should really put more focus on platinums because they're getting hard as hell to find, especially the ones I don't have. So obviously you saw from last week I got a new black border for the standards. Platinums get the original blackboard. We're currently at 101. That increased in Norwich, and that'll be next week. So obviously next week will be a platinum episode. Sorry about that. I do need to start doing more platinums because we are just over halfway, or just below halfway to platinums. It's 200. I think it's like 220 something. I think that's how much platinum games are worth PS2. We're on 101 actually saw. So I need to start focusing more on that. Because to be watching like Dan collecting PS1 platinums, it has started getting me to think, yeah, I got to finish the PS2 platinums because I want to. But obviously with CEX not posting what they are precisely, retro shops like Last Level Games and other shops across the country, they're much more helpful because some of them keep their discs in the case, so you can actually check what you need and buy like that. Yeah, so that's going to be next week, and obviously CEX Roulette will be on the Tuesday the 5th, so you'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe. Destinations where I'm going to be going. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going during the Christmas period. I'll be going to do at least one more outdoor shop before Christmas. Other than that, it's going to be in-house buying online because A, finances. B, Christmas is a busy time, and obviously real life takes over precedent to hobbies. Sadly, that's just the way it is. And 3, I'm not saying as well I take a little rest. No, I don't take a little rest. It's just I want to do a little more socialise in my life. I do socialise quite a lot, but it's Christmas is very social. You know what I mean? So anyway, thank you for watching. Please comment and subscribe. We are very close to 500 subscribers. Amazingly, for those who have subscribed, thank you. We'll get there before Christmas. I do not know. I can't say that. I like to think it will, but we'll see. But for those who have subscribed, thank you. I appreciate you. Literally not even a year old yet, so this channel's grown a lot faster than I thought it would. I never thought I'd get past 200 subscribers. That's genuinely true. This is just fun. So thank you for watching. Have a good day, guys, and bye.